What's going on, good people? Happy people. What's going on, everybody? I don't know what it is, man. I do not know. Trying to figure it out. What's up, Taurus goddess? Eric. That's right. Eric said, let's get our knock on, man. Let's get our knock on now. Daggone right. We're going to get it in, too. What's up, Steph Lee? What? Tea time. What's up? What's up, cuzzo? Uh-oh. Yeah, we about to get it on in here. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I got the panel up in here tonight. Yeah. And they fashionably late. What's up, Shanae? Shanae. And Missy B. What's going on? Saeed. What's up, Saeed? Everything is good, tea time. What's up, Lena? Well, we got half this. We got most of the people from last week. You know. What's going on, Karen? You up in here from Georgia? My main man Ronald, what's up, champ? Big Heart, good evening. Melissa, hello. What's up, Natasha? What's happening? You got to say what's happening. Okay. What's up, Bradley? What's up, champ? How you feel, man? Noel. What you know good, Noel? Noel, you was in here last. I saw you last week. All right, Saeed. What's up, Susule? Susu. El Mel Israelite. Okay. I tried it. You up in the you from the UK? What's up, UK? Canada in the house, Sonia. Steph Lee. What you know good? You said you made a what? About the video games? We're going to talk about that tonight, Steph Lee. What's up, Will? Hey, Will. Come on, champ. Give me some. All right. There you go. There you go. That's right, tea time. We're going to get it all the way in. What's up, Richie? All right, Divine Feminine. Good evening. What's up, Natasha? And Michelle. Woo! What's good, everybody? What's good? All right, Cam. What's going on, Cam? We cooking with hot grease tonight, baby. We cooking with hot grease tonight, baby. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Uh-huh. What's up, Michelle, Samantha? Uh-huh. What's going on? We cooking with hot grease tonight, champ. Hello, Kitty. What's up, Kitty? What's up, Julia? From Brooklyn. Uh-huh. You got your honey and tea. Your honey tea breaking down these mucus. Hey, you know, and you can see I'm still fighting it. Like, man, they making the mucus worse. Adrian. That's how Rocky said it. Adrian. What's up, Adrian? Still I rise, bless. What's going on? My man, what's happening, Will? Maybe it's Ray. There she go. Y'all look at Chanel came over here. Look how Chanel came over here tonight. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Fabian. What's going on, Eva? What's up, Linda? And Brittany. Narcinator. Woo! Narcinator, we need to talk to you. With a name like Narcinator, I just want to talk to you up in here. You know what I'm saying? Narcinator. That she knows something about narking. Yeah. Mm-hmm. In the cocoon phase, what's going on? Cocoon phase, we just waiting on the rest of our guests to get in here tonight. What's up, Antoine? Nat Lee, what's good? I see you, Charlotte. Talented T. Go ahead. Yeah. Narcinator ain't playing. Ramia.
I like that name, though.
I'm trying to tell you. God is multiracial hermaphrodite. Oh, wow. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We got some people with some names with purpose behind it, right? Karma Rain, is that you over there? What's up, Jody Lee and Alexa? What's good? What's good, y'all? What's up, Steven? Everything's good. Everything's good. Hey, Charlotte, come on in. I'm waiting on lava to get on up in here so we can get popped in. What's up, Julia? Deep frying knocks all night. Cam ain't playing. Cam said, man, we frying them with hot grease tonight. Woo. Hold up. 1 second. Did I stop my mic? I stopped my mic for a second. All right. She about to jump in here. What's up, maybe it's Ray? There you go. Talk to him. We're gonna talk about it tonight, y'all. We're gonna talk about it tonight. Man, video. I see, man. Y'all terrible. I'm gonna tell y'all terrible, man. Y'all terrible. They do not want to. Excuse me. They do not want to hear videos that are not about the new supply. I do not get it. They like, man, look here. All that sound good. I don't want to hear it. I'm coming at them hard. I'm coming snapping next to Ma. Yeah, okay. I'm snapping next to Ma then. What's up, Amy?
Hey, Natalie.
We waiting on Miss Lava to get in here and start playing. Dwayne said he gonna try to jump in. He is still at work. He gonna try to jump in while we getting it in. He's still at work. Had to work tonight. Cam, you see Cam? Hey Chanel, look at Cam. My man Cam is not playing.
Splitting some wigs, okay.
Cam said, and we frying them in hot grease tonight.
I love it. I love it. They need it.
Yeah. You know what? We're going to start this thing. We're going to go ahead and kick this thing off, and we're going to let Lava and them join in there with us. Hit that like button. Tell them maybe it's Ray. What's up, Peaches? What's going on? We just waiting on the rest of the guests to get in here, but you know, we're going to kick it off anyway because that's what we do. We got We got one of them. We got one of us. We can do it.
We can do it. Let's go.
Do it. It is started. Dig. So tonight, I want to talk about two topics. Tonight. What's up, Lady B? There she go. We gonna talk about two topics tonight, y'all. All right. First one is any of y'all with children. Man, it is a epidemic going on out here. Okay? It is a epidemic going on out here. Hold up. Just put it in again. Go ahead. In the comments. Okay.
50 plus wives. Wow.
Huh?
The toast said I used to be Mormon.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. Yeah, 50 plus wives. I don't know where it went to, but interesting.
50
I want to
plus.
hear about it.
Huh?
That's that polygamy.
We're going to talk about that, y'all. We're going to talk about that. Is polygamy narcissism? But also, I wanted to talk about the new society of narcs, a new generation of narcs. Is video games, this new strand of marijuana that they got out here that's popping, mixed with social media, is that creating narcissism? I don't know if it's creating it, but I know that it is feeding it. It is definitely feeding it. It's definitely feeding it, and a lot of us out here who have children, especially people who have young children, man, you at war out here right now. You at war with your children, and people can't even pull it together. You know what I'm saying? People can't even pull it together because it's like, not only do you have those three elements, but then you have the judicial system. You know what I'm saying? You got the judicial system saying that, nah, you can't, you can't be whooping your child or beating your child or, you can't do that. So it's like, okay, so how do you raise them at this point? How do you raise them when you can't? There she go. When you can't even. What's up, Lava? Lay y'all. Lava made it in. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
Hey, Lava. Hey.
There we go. So, like I was saying, y'all. Huh? You what?
What I missed?
So we started out with before we get to the polygamy, we started out with the thing about the children and social media, accompanied with you got social media,
video games,
you got marijuana, and you got those video games. And then on top of that, you have the judicial system that is helping that situation so that you can't even discipline your own. You can't even discipline your own children at this point, because now you could be facing charges, Okay. Lady said that.
That's true.
Yeah. So what do y'all think? Is that creating a new generation of young narcs out here, just out of control, kids out of control?
I think it is. And I seen in the comments, Cam said it. He mentioned the dopamine. And that's a huge thing, the dopamine, because they consistently getting that dopamine push, that dopamine rush. And that's why they're so addicted to those things. We got to look at how it affects us on the chemistry level, on our molecule level, on our cellular level. And that dopamine is a huge thing when it comes to those video games, the new marijuana, all of those things.
Wow, yeah. And I didn't even think about that.
I
I didn't even
agree.
think about that. I didn't think about how, the dopamine, and I know that that's what social media is all about. How people just doing everything they can do on social media just to get likes and followers and stuff like that. They doing crazy stuff, but it's creating a society of a generation of people that do not have manners, do not think that anything hostile that they do is wrong, and they're just down for whatever. They're doing whatever. Wow. Hey, Ramir said it too. There you go. This rap music, trap
They're
music.
not being held. They don't want to be held accountable for anything.
Man, you know what? I left that completely out. I didn't even talk about
That's true. That's true.
Good God. Because the music, you know what? I was watching a different podcast the other day. What's up, Myrna? I was watching a different podcast the other day, and it talked about the song WAP.
Oh Lord.
Talking about,
Oh Lord.
listen, this really gonna get you. They were talking about how what's her name? What's the girl name that made it? Is it Nicki Minaj? Not Nicki Minaj.
Cardi B and Meg the Stallion.
Right. So Cardi B heard the song playing, right? Cardi B heard the song playing in her. No, it was in it might have been a studio they went to or something. And she had her daughter with her. Say, hey, cut the song off. That's strictly for entertainment. I don't want my child hearing that.
Exactly. Because it's for the money. It's for the money.
Strictly for money. I don't want my own child hearing. But the thing is, think about how many other people's children are hearing that all over the world. Think about how many people's children are hearing that type of stuff all over the world.
And what is breeding into those young women as they're growing older, and then what they breed into their young women, and their young women, and their young women, and beyond.
Exactly.
Times are different.
Huh?
Times are different. I mean, I'd be in the car and I played like good songs with my kids when they were small. It's just you got women twerking in front of their sons and to that music and everything. So
didn't somebody get in trouble or something like that for twerking in front of like little 5-year-old children?
Yeah, she pulled her pants down and did it. I saw that on video. She did that.
I didn't know that.
Boys. Yeah, with those little boys.
So we just being exposed to things on a different level. It's just like.
So what makes them narcs? With the music.
What makes who narc?
With the music, the kids, or you saying they growing up to be narc?
And I was just posing the question: is that grooming them to become narcs? Because being a narc, I still feel being a narc is a decision. It's a decision.
I don't agree.
I don't think it's a decision.
I don't agree. I don't believe that it's a decision. Like, I don't believe that.
If it was a true decision, I think that taking revenge on the narc would be way more easier for us.
Oh.
Because if it was the decision too, we could read a book to figure out how to get them back and get revenge. Mm-hmm. You could tell us how to get them back and get revenge without feeling it, because they don't feel. So we would be able to do it and not feel bad. Because if we do something negative to them, that's why we become the victim. Because if we do something bad to them, we feel bad about it. I feel bad when I get them back. If I cheat back, if I do all of those things. So I can't agree with the decision. I can't agree with that.
But it's a decision you made. I still think you proving my point, because you're saying that it's a decision that you made. You were conscious that I'm not going to do what they did to me because I don't want to receive that karma back from what I did back to them.
What comes around goes around.
Automatically. Unless you're saying it's a decision you made on a deeper spiritual level, then that's different. But
I've seen it. I've seen it come just like I've seen it.
Yeah.
So you saying that? So you saying you feel that it's not a decision that they're not deciding to do what they're doing.
They're the necessary evil. That's what they are.
Evil.
It's a necessary evil. It has to be good and bad. The Bible talks about that. If we take it to a spiritual level. So us as empaths, we just gotta accept who we are.
Go into that. Let's go into that. If they are necessary evil, hold on 1 second, y'all. First of all, let me get E. Jewel Clark a shout out for the super chat. Thank you, E. Jewel. Mwah. Let's talk about this necessary evil. Hey, everybody coming into the building, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Okay. But let's talk about the necessary evil here. Talk about the necessary evil. Why do you feel it's a necessary evil?
Because it's a balance. Yin yang, good and bad, hot and cold. There always have to be a balance. It's just what we compare that balance to. They are those people. That's who they are. A worm is a worm. A snake is a snake. A lion is a lion. And a narc is a narc.
Mm-hmm.
We can't go into
who they are. They are who they are.
We can't go into this thinking that they were created. And if we keep thinking that they were created, we're gonna keep thinking that we can change them. That's where we mess up at. We spend so much time trying to change them. That means and then it's so hard on us. Those people are like that because that's who they are.
If we try to change them, but then they wind up changing us.
Exactly. And that is a necessary evil. That's a fallen angel. It say that in the Bible. It's written. It's written. Then we become fallen angels because we've allowed ourselves, from our natural standpoint, our natural place, to fall to their level. Can't do that.
But I thought that, if we're going to say it's a necessary evil, then if it's a necessary evil, why would they get karma? Why would they deal with so much turmoil in their life?
But we think it's karma is not the same thing to them. We think it's karma, but to them it's not the same. I seen what I thought was karma to a narc. It went karma to them, and I seen it firsthand. So we think it's karma because to us it will be karma. We would think, I know they in pain, they hurting. That's because we are empaths. We feel that. They don't feel that.
I did read something about a Jezebel spirit, and that do have a lot to do with it also. If you read,
that's the old hoe.
Yes,
it's evil. It's terrible.
It's the old hoe.
Is that necessary though? Is that necessary? Is that level of evil necessary for the world that we're in? Because it's here and it's
Yes, it's good and evil. It is what it is. We have to just deal with it.
So what you're saying, what y'all really saying that is that
what we're saying is
that Jezebel spirit. That's that everybody. Well, for the narcissist, that's a spirit that they done took on, and they're comfortable with it. And Chanel, you saying that they're comfortable with it, and what we may think is punishment and torment to them, it's actually not torment to them.
No, we feel, and they don't. They feel how they feel. We feel. Okay. We think that burning is burning to them. It's burning them. But to us, that burning feels good. Right. To them, to them, that burning feels good because it's their natural state. You got to think that's their natural habitat. We can't expect them to our habitat and feel what we feel, and we go into their habitat and feel what they feel. That's why we on here right now.
Well, then tell me this. If they are not in fear of that torment and torture,
They're here.
but hold up. Then why would God say in the Bible that they would be damned to hell for an eternity if that's not a punishment?
I think he's talking to us.
Hold up. What's the question? What's the question? Say that again.
Saying is, if we're saying that, you know, this narcissist / devil is a necessary evil, right?
Right.
Then if it's a necessary evil, then why are they being punished for doing what is necessary?
But who's saying they being punished? That's their job.
I know.
Where's the punishment? Where's the punishment at?
I'm just going on what the Bible says about they will be damned to an eternal hell.
A lot of people will.
Who says that hell is not their home? Now, to us, that hell will burn. But to them, that's their home. That's who they are. It feels good to them. We can't go into their habitat and expecting it to change. That's who these people are.
Oh, they're sad sometimes. They're very like, they think everyone's picking on them and all of that.
Wow.
They can be sad. They are not happy all the time. That's not.
No, I think they're happy. I mean, you know, I only see that they're happy when they are, you know, when they're able to tear something up or destroy somebody.
Yeah.
On those occasions, yes, they
and
are.
that's all the time because they consistently keep supplies. They're never without a supply. So that's something that they're doing all the time. We got to think they don't take breaks. Evil doesn't stop. Just because we're good and we're praying, evil does not stop.
Right.
These people are who they are. And let's go back to what you said a second ago. They're going to be damned. Which one did you say? You said they're going to be damned to hell.
They damned to hell. Eternity.
When we fall to their level, we're down to hell. Because hell is a state of mind on this earth. But we're down to hell. That is their home. So we can't expect them to have the same judgment that an empath has. That's we're dealing with two different entities here.
I like that.
Just because they look like us don't mean they have the same beliefs, same feelings as us. They look like us.
My knock did not believe in the Bible at all. At all.
Nothing.
At all.
Woo.
But I see prayers on a post on Facebook. What?
Mine, you will never see a post that came from the ones I've encountered. Never.
Wow.
They didn't care about death. When a family member or a friend would die, it would be, people die every day. That's what we come here for. It was no. That's the level on what these people really operate. They know how to play the role, but no.
I noticed that about them as well, that a narcissist dealing with death, they do not deal with it like normal human beings. They do. They will get up there sometimes and put on a big act for everybody, depending on who it is. But most of the time, they don't know or understand what that because they don't feel anything for the person in that casket.
No.
So it was no big deal to them anyway. Nah. And I've witnessed that. I've witnessed how, and then if you're going through something, like if you have a death in your family, and it's not going to be a situation where they're helping you and they're covered in the situation, and they're going to back away and because they want you to feel that pain, because I believe that's where they get their pleasure, when they see you're in pain and you look helpless or hopeless. That's when like, oh, okay, let me back up. Huh?
Oh, what you crying for? You know, people die every day. What you crying
They
for?
do not care. They do not. They do not care. They do not care. I was
where
in a
we get
situation
stuck,
where
we get stuck.
I was like, I had heard some bad news on my daughter one day, and I was like, wow. And I'm like boo-hooing, like, oh God. And they were like, oh, you know, she's gonna be okay. She's gonna be okay, you know, the fake stuff. And then it was skipped a whole nother subject, and it was about them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to go get this. Let's go get this. Like it. I'm like, I just told you something going on with my daughter, life or death. They don't care.
They don't
They
care.
don't
They
care.
they do not care. Something, whatever you going through in your life, they actually they sitting back watching. They hoping you drown in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
They hope to see you totally destroyed in that situation. Hey,
A friend of mine was talking to me the other day, and you know what he said? He said, why are you so mad at the narc? I said, hold up, I'm not mad at anyone. I'm gone on with my life. I'm good. He's like, well, you know, he's sick. He has a disease. Help him.
Well, you already know what that leads to. You already know what that leads to. You already know what that leads to.
You gonna help him, and then you gonna leave that feeling like you got the disease.
Some people actually think that it's a disease, or it's something with their brain, or I don't know. Some people really believe that.
And if you believe that, you get stuck in thinking you can change that. And that's where we mess up at. We cannot change these people. It affects us a whole lot more than it affects them. We sitting up here trying to change them, and we can't.
You can't do it.
That's why no contact and Great Rock is the best method, because they're here for your energy. I keep
reading Great Rock. What is Great Rock? I keep hearing that.
That's when, you know, they give you, when they say something to you or they do something, you just act like a gray rock. A gray rock is just boring and you're just sleepy. Whatever they say, you just like, okay. You're just really not responsive to them. You respond, but
I know about that. Okay.
You don't get any energy with the response. I don't really agree with Gray Rock.
Why?
Don't, because I just feel like if you any contact is bad. Any type of communication with the narc is bad for you. It's not going to end good. It's not going to end good. It's going to be a situation where they manipulate you back into dealing with them again.
If you don't know what you're dealing with, if you know what you're dealing with,
when you know what you're doing, you know,
can do it.
Leave this monster alone.
But think about the people who have children with these people, the people who they're going through a divorce or separation, and they have to manage it some kind of way.
And at the end of the day, if you because we got a lot of people in a situation like that. That's like, look, I can't leave. I got too much time in. You know how to deal with this or blah blah whatever. And the thing is this: at the end of the day, you got to decide which one is more important. Your life being happy, your sanity, you having peace, you having a tranquil life, you being happy one day, or am I going to just try to navigate with this fool? Okay, we might be in the same house. I ain't got to talk to you. I don't have to acknowledge you. I don't have to do.
But why? Why be in the same house? Like, why? Like,
you got different situations where sometimes financially, that's just what it is at that point, because you can't
sleep in the car.
They mess you up so bad. They that sometimes you can't just up and leave if you don't have family around. They do so.
Yes.
They manipulate it in such a horrible way. So it's
Right.
not always that. It's not like a normal person where you saying I'm getting up and leave. It's not that.
Exactly.
It's so deep and it's so treacherous that you have to crawl out of it. It's not that easy.
And sometimes you got people who have been in a situation where the narc already knew they had to break you down from day one. So when y'all move in together, they're plotting and planning on how they're gonna break you down and pull you out of that situation, so that when they come with the craziness, you stuck. You stuck. They done messed up the money. They got your account all looking crazy. A lot of people done lost their job. A lot of people lost their job messing with these fools because they own your job. They come up there. I had a neighbor who her ex-husband came up her job with a gun. Just showing out. Just came up the job with a gun just to show out. And the thing about it was, this fool, he living with another woman. What? With another woman while they married, come up her job, show out with a gun. Like really?
Okay, hold up.
Women I've seen in the comments, there have been plenty of women out here that have lost their job because some crazy dude keep coming up the job, making things hard on their situation, and people have lost their jobs. People have lost their jobs. I'm telling you, I used to think of it as, you just walk away. Nah, it ain't that simple all the time. Sometimes you got stuff.
I understand. You're right.
You might have a car with that person, and you don't put both of y'all names on there and stuff like that, or a place with the person and both of y'all names on there. So it ain't always just as easy as just, man, I'm out. I'm gone. I don't care. I get it.
Even if he got another woman, even if it's another person involved, they look at you as still their supply. You always my supply.
Yes.
Always mine, regardless.
Walking away from that. They are not just walking away from that.
Other kids, other marriages, whatever you want to call it, you're still mine. So you got to unravel yourself out of that. It's not easy. This is some treacherous, deep, evil stuff when we get caught up in this. And we still have feelings. So first we got to unravel our feelings. Then the physical stuff got to come after it. And that's not including legal stuff. And then if you have children in this, you got to unravel children. You got to unravel family. You got to work with the flying monkeys. It's so many layers to this mess.
Man.
It's like, it's bad. It's not easy. And that's why I feel something for everybody who's going through this, because it's not easy. And I'm so passionate about it because it hurts you. It hurts us as human beings on a physical level, on a cellular level. And it's nowhere near good. You lose so much behind dealing with these people.
You do. If you have children, they hurt too. When I met my narc, I had $33,000 in the bank. In a year or less, gone. And nothing to show for it.
I believe it.
Nothing to show for it.
And that's what I'm talking about. They gonna beat that bank account to pieces. They gonna destroy that bank account. So you can forget about thinking you gonna have some money somewhere. You can forget about that.
And they gonna beat it in a crazy way. You're not even gonna realize they beating it.
Man, you're gonna deal with so much craziness. And you know what? At the end of the day, you're gonna find yourself in a place where when it's over, you're gonna find yourself looking at money in your account like, whoa, like where this come from? How did I do this? How did it happen? Because you're so used to being around somebody who is just a consumer. Everything is about give them what you can do for them. That's it. That's it. But y'all, you know what? let's get to the hot topic.
Let's get it.
We done drove into this thing. We going in a whole other direction.
Hey, hurry up. Can I eat my potato sticks?
Go ahead and eat your Listen, y'all, the hot topic of today was, is polygamy.
Oh, God.
Is polygamy?
Wow. I'm about to get off. Bye.
You know she don't.
Lava be going in.
She don't like that.
And look, Lava, you know what? I'm gonna put a different twist on it for you.
He know me. He know how I am.
Listen. I'm saying it because everybody who's dealt with a narcissist is in a polygamous relationship. It might not.
Yeah. Just not living together in the same house.
There you go. Because I could easily just go right to the comments, and I'm positive everybody in the chat could tell you a story about how their narcissist or ex-narc had other supply. Okay?
Woo!
So really, I should have asked the question, what's the difference between narcissism and polygamy? But the difference really is, because honestly, in the back of your mind, most of the time, you know that they got somebody else. You see all the signs. The other person just don't live with y'all. You know that something else is going on. Most of the time, you know they got somebody. They sneaking around here. They're doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, and you can see it.
Future faking.
Gaslighting, future faking, all of that. I mean, yeah. Yes.
Staying in the bathroom a long time on the phone. It's a lot. Staying at work late. It's a lot.
Oh, they work? Narcissists work?
They do. The thing is that narcissists are two types. They're never in the middle. Either they're a worker with a pretty good job, or sometimes a really good job. Yes, you got Donald Trump was the president.
Oh, okay.
Or they're not going to work. They're not into that. They're not going to work, or they're going to have some a more menial type job. They're going to have something where they might be working at Popeyes today and then Wendy's tomorrow, and then they working at the gas station or the following month. They get a job when you start putting pressure on them to get a job.
Hell no.
Yeah. They stick with nothing.
I encountered that one. I encountered the one who wants to work 24/7. If he didn't have to sleep, he wouldn't go to sleep. Because it's for he wants the financial riches for control. They want the money so they can control the impact. Because if I can control
if he were, okay, let me ask you something. If he worked all the time, then how was he getting supply from you?
Because I'm the one that you live. I'm the one at home.
But what was the supply?
Because a man needs in my opinion, a man needs a woman. But when you're the supply at home, you're the one that's cooking, you're the one that's cleaning, you're the one that's earning, you're that supply. So you got your home-based supply, and then you got your thoughts on the side. And so when it depends on, it's just that you got to play your role. So it just depends on what role you are as a supply. They got the supply they just text, they got the supply they lie to on social media, they got the supply that they call and sit on the phone all day. But it's a supply for everything.
Okay.
So you just gotta know which supply you are.
I'm definitely still learning. Harriet was teaching me. I'm definitely still learning.
It's a deep evil thing, man. I hate it. It's deep evil.
Yes. And so what are your thoughts? I'm gonna pose to you,
You know what my thoughts is with that. What is polygamy? So you know what my thoughts is.
Is that narcissism?
It gotta be.
Why?
But I don't
Why?
know because what is
yet.
okay, tell me what's the meaning of it? What's the meaning of it?
A poly relationship. Okay. Well, I'm gonna give you the definition of a polygamous relationship.
Stephanie, yes, he did. Everything.
Huh?
I was responding to Stephanie. She had a good question.
What was the question?
I mean, she had a good comment. Well, she asked,
Okay.
let me go back. Did he take care of the bills at the house since he worked all the time?
Yes, got to take care of them bills. Okay.
Oh no. A man does that.
Right.
Not a nerd.
So she was talking about, you know. Okay.
That was the kind I had.
The definition, and this is Google.
Okay.
Polyamory is the practice of or desire for intimate relationships with more than one partner with the informed consent. Okay. I'm going to repeat that. With the informed consent of all parties involved. It has been described as consensual, ethical, and responsible.
So hold on.
Non-monogamy.
Okay,
there you go.
So I'm supposed to be with a man with 2 and 3 or 4 other women. That's what that is. And we live in the same house. That's what it is, right?
Well, it's saying that you have a relationship with multiple people. It doesn't necessarily mean y'all live in the same house, though. It just says that you all know about each other.
Nah, they all. What I see, they all in the same home.
I don't know. I've seen a couple of. I've seen shows, and they have shown people who like this one, like some couples. Well, no, you know what? That wasn't poly. That wasn't a poly.
Yeah, because they all in the same house.
No. Those are people in open relationships are the ones who have, like, they may have a partner. You may have a wife or a husband, but you also have another intimate partner, and y'all.
No, we're not talking about open.
Right. So I think the poly relationships, I think that they usually have the people living together.
Okay, so again, you telling me that I'm going to share a man with all these other women, all these other different juices and attitudes. This woman might don't wash her ass good. This one might be. I'm not going behind. See, hold up.
Oh my God.
Hold up. Hold up. Okay, hold up.
This lady might not wash. I can come behind that. No.
Hey, come on, wait a minute. First of all, if I'm let me say this. If I'm in a relationship with a guy, he cheats. I found out he slept with someone, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't be intimate with you. I can't, because now it's, to me, how am I going to do all of that?
Well,
you were just with another woman.
Hey, people do it again. Narcs do it every day.
So I'm supposed to wait till Thursday for Betty, Lisa, Kim, and to have my husband. Oh, come on.
All I'm saying is narcs live like that every day, because they're always going to have a harem of other people that they are intimate with. They're just not telling you about it. That's all it is. They're just not telling you about it, but they have a harem of other people. Yes. Okay, go ahead, Chanel. What's your thoughts? Is polygamy, is that narcissism?
I think so. Hey, your cake and eat it too.
I'm still digesting it because, and I say this because, the people that I have talked to that are in poly relationships is for business.
You know, hold on. I'm sorry. You know people in that? And
yeah. Talk to us.
Oh my God.
School us on that. Live on the fall, clutch the prayer.
But they're doing it for business purposes. Now, when you're dealing with a narcissist, it's different because it's for per supply.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're dealing with a broke narcissist, but it just depends on which one you're dealing with. So I'm still kind of up in the air to say they're full-blown narcs.
And
then I'm still
y'all got it wrong. Y'all got it wrong. Polygamy, the men take care of the women. That's why the women are there.
Nowadays, from what I've been understanding, it's a business. It's a whole business. You got a woman that's a nurse. You got a woman that's probably own a store, one that work at a bank, because you bringing all these aspects to the home. And that's where I'm a little bit confused about, because in other countries, in other countries they do it different, but we in America, we are business. Let's just be real. So I'm confused. I'm still kind of digest that because then I have to ask, okay, is an American, let's say if it's an American poly man, or is he just a narc and men in other countries are not narcs? I still gotta break that down. I can't just say that.
Hey, y'all.
We have to
Rima said she was in one. Rima W said she said her last relationship was poly. She's saying it's stressful. She said it was stressful.
Really?
Rima, tell us about the stress.
I want to hear about that. I want to hear about that.
Oh, to me, I said that.
Can she come on? I want to hear what you.
I do too, honestly.
You want to come in?
Let me look at my potato sack.
Tell us about it. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Rima, if you want to come in here and talk with us for a minute.
Oh my God, yeah, I want to hear this.
We want to talk to you. Come on in here, Rima. But look, so I was thinking that it's not narcissism because it's no lying, cheating, and stealing in that.
Right. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows what's going on. So it's not, you can't consider it cheating. You can't consider it lying because they done told you straight up, this is what it is. They done said straight up.
Let's think about it from the male's perspective. Okay, so let's say the man done manipulated it from his, and this is a conversation I've had with other women. He's manipulated it for his personal pleasure. Would that be for narcissism? Is that a part? Would you say that's narcissism if it's for his personal pleasure and he's put these women in position like what Lava said at first? I got this woman because every day, I'm trying to just think of every aspect here before I just decide.
I'm gonna jump out here with it then. Halima coming in here, y'all. She gonna tell us about it. Halima gonna tell us about it. All right.
Thank you, Shana.
Let me get my sticks.
Go ahead. What's up, Halima?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Halima.
Hi.
How
are you guys? I'm just listening to your stories, and I tell you this, man, I'm going through it. This just happened I say max 4 weeks ago. I was in the process of planning a wedding with this man, and it's just like poof, like the clock struck 12 at midnight for New Year's, and it's like he was gone, and I didn't understand what was going on until it just dawned on me, like his behavior, the amount of devaluing me and making me think that everything was my fault. I'm seeing a counselor before this even goes down because I'm thinking it's me. And I'm just like in the midst of like in the beginning of the healing process, which is really hard. Like, I don't know what the hell. Now, I do know in the beginning, because I gave him, I'm not going to say he had an advantage. I gave him an advantage because we have been working together for 7 years in a dance organization. So I already knew what I thought he was about. I was like, he just looked real. I mean, he just smart. He come from a good foundation. He for the Black community. Boom. You know, it's like I can be friends with him at first. He knows, like he knows, like he gets along with my daughter and all this other stuff. I was like, okay. And he did mention in the beginning that he does date 3 women at one time. I said, oh, no. I don't do that. That's what you do? Okay, that's what you do. If you want to rock with me, you gotta leave that alone. I was very clear.
This is before your wedding?
This is before we had got together, like an official relationship. And I told him, I said,
so you went on and did it.
No. I had told him, I said, I don't rock like that. I said, if that's what you want to do, more power to you in your lifestyle. But if you want to be with me, like, you gonna have to let that go straight up. Like, I was very clear. Yeah. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And so we had an understanding that wasn't going to go down if you want to try to pursue something with me. So we started a relationship. And in the midst of all this, you know, there were different signs, but I'm real, you know, I shouldn't be this busy to where I'm so distracted. But me being a full-time student, a mom, a single mom, and all these other things, there were things that were happening, but I was just like, you know, I ain't got time for that. Because in my mind, I was like, as a woman, as a Black woman, we got to keep it moving at all costs, you know? So I decided that in our relationship, I was going to go and study abroad in Ghana. And I was going to take my daughter with me. And I had told him, I said, look, you know, this was in my plans before we got together. I plan on going to Ghana to study abroad. And the program's for a year. So that's what I'm about to do. And I thought he was very supportive. Well, at least I thought, because he comes from a family that if they need to leave and go to different countries and help the community and stuff, that's what they do. So he was fine with it. He was very supportive. I went for a year, and I noticed when I was out there, because my oldest daughter was here, and she was like, hey, Mom, like, I don't know if you know this, but he don't get in the house till 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, what? She was like, yeah, I'm here most of the time by myself. I was like, I said, well, I'm in Ghana. I'm 8 hours difference. I said, maybe he's just trying to get all his partying out. I don't know, because I ain't here. He trying not to be lonely. I don't know. I can't deal. I'm in Ghana trying not to get sick and trying to get my daughter together. So
but see, we always make excuses. We always making excuses.
Right. So I didn't really hone in on what she was saying. And then I guess there was an argument that they had, and he would do these like explosions. Like he would start exploding over the littlest thing. And she was like, Mom, he busted in my room and started yelling at the top of his lungs. I said, really? She was like, yeah. So I'm on the phone with him trying to figure out what was going on. He was like, well, she's talking about I don't clean up. She don't clean up. I said, look, I'm in Ghana. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to come up with a schedule. I don't know what's going on. Until I got back, and I noticed like he would leave and he'd be gone for like 5, 6, 12 hours. And he don't want me to ask him where he's going. Oh. That was the biggest thing. Me not asking him where he was going was the biggest argument ever. Going to the bathroom and being in the bathroom with his phone all the goddamn time.
That's a narc.
All the time.
Oh man.
All the time. And so
you said a lot. She said a lot already.
And
when you decided to do your own thing, it was done at that point. The decision was made. You cut that was already cut off a long time ago. When you said you was going to somewhere else and you was going to school and you were doing this, even having that was already, he had already decided, I'm going to devalue her and I'm going to bring somebody else up. Because that energy that you're giving, and that's just at this point, that energy that you're giving to school and going to another country, regardless on how many other women he had, you told him you was giving it to somewhere else. So you know what? That's your punishment. Slowly over time, I'm gonna slowly punish you. That's the devalue stage.
Right. But the thing
And that's
is,
what slowly what he was doing.
well, when I had to come home in the midst of that program because my grandmother passed away. So I came home in the beginning of November of 2019 to attend her funeral. And then at that moment, he proposed to me. So I'm thinking like, okay, well,
Okay.
Was
all
the
right, he's
proposal ever real,
stepping up to the plate.
or was it to
He said,
devalue you?
huh? You said what?
Let's be honest. Was the proposal even real, or was it to devalue you? Because we're talking about a narcissist. We're not talking about a regular man here.
Right. So this is the kicker.
They bring you way up here to bring you all the way down there.
Right. So here's the kicker. When he proposed to me, now again, I had just flown 12, 13 hours with a 7-year-old. My grandmother died. I'm jet lagged. I'm mourning my grandmother's loss. So I'm in the bed trying to rest, trying to collect my thoughts on what's going on. And my house in Ghana got robbed. So I have all these things going on around me. And my daughters are in the house. He decides to propose to me in the room and don't include them. And so my oldest daughter, yeah, he didn't include them. So my daughter was mad about that. You know?
Was about something different altogether. Yeah.
You done said it. You done said it already.
But my thing is, my question to you guys, I know I've been doing a lot of research, and they said no contact. But I'm from Oakland, California. I really want to go like kind of just like put on some black and like what's up, man? You don't come to East Oakland. This don't let the headscarf fool you, dude. Like, what's up? But they said that's not really good to do that.
It can come out. But that's what they want from you. That means when you respond that way, that means I still got you. I still can pull your energy.
When you ready? I'm with you. When you ready?
I'm in East Oakland, California.
Let's do it.
No, you feed me at that point.
Because he about to be doing it to other people. He about to be doing it to other people.
And you wasn't the first one, and you're not gonna be the last. Because we're not dealing with a normal person here. And he wants you to respond that way, because when you respond that way, I still got a hold on you. Yeah. And it's hard. Don't get it twisted. It's hard.
It is hard because in the midst of this, I didn't have 2 pregnancies, 2 miscarriages. I told him about the last pregnancy that was just on the 13th of January, and I lost it on the 15th. And I texted him about it. No response. No sense of concern for my health or anything. Like, are you kidding me? Where are you at? I'm about to roll up on you and,
and that's what he brings. And that's sad, man. I hate that for you. I hate that.
Every day you give that situation energy is a day you just gave away, a day you just threw in the trash, another day about a situation with somebody, and it's not going to get better with that person. No matter what you do, we always want revenge, but at the end of the day, revenge is when you cut that joker off. See, we were just talking about it earlier. You don't feel the same way that they feel. The things that hurt us, it's weird. You looking at them like, why are they doing this? This is so weird.
Right.
Why do that? Because those are the things that are painful to them. The things that are painful to us, it's not painful to them. So you go out there and you're doing this stuff to them, you go there and beat them up. He like, yeah, she love me. She still love me. But she wouldn't act like that if she didn't love me. She acts normal. They don't. Hey, look, Halima, thank you for coming on here and sharing your story. I'm about to bring Brother Dave up in here with us for a minute because he want to drop it.
Keep going, no contact, Halima. Keep going, no contact. It ain't easy, but keep going. It's not easy. And you gotta know that you are beautiful and you deserve better.
Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys.
All right.
Take care.
There you go. All right.
Wow.
Bring my man Dave up in here for a minute. Come on in here, Dave.
How are y'all?
How you feel?
What's up, Hario?
What's up, man?
Man, I didn't get to say what I wanted to say last time I was on your platform, man.
Go ahead, man.
I started to watch, man. I started to watch these these, I guess you call them life coaches
Mm-hmm.
over the summer. Man, I was lost. Like, I didn't know where to go, man. Like, I had been bamboozled. I had been just completely what's the word I'm looking for? I had been like bushwhacked. I didn't know what to do. Like, I'd spent my whole life in these relationships, and every time they failed, I thought, well, there goes another one. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe she did something wrong. Like, it is what it is. I was so dismissive. Like, I always thought that these relationships were ending because it was just nature running its course, And man, I knew after this last relationship something wasn't right, brother. So I started looking up some videos on YouTube, and God led me to a channel for a guy named R.C. Blakes. I don't know if you heard him or not. He's a preacher, and he started to get into narcissistic abuse. And man, it was like a light bulb went off over my head, brother. Like, he led me to your channel. He led me to a couple other channels. I won't even bother naming the names because I'm not trying to hype up their channels. And it was like a light bulb went off over my head. And it's been like 6, 7, 8, 9 months worth of learning, man, where I've been putting in the work. I've been watching the videos, and it's like a whole universe has been opened up to me, man. And one of the things I want to talk about to you tonight, because I'm always long in the tooth when I get to talking, is I want to talk about the Hoover, bro. Like, the Hoovers that these narcissists use, it's crazy, bro. I've been Hoovered 4 times in the last 6 months. And it's just like you talked about. They use these personal crises to Hoover you.
Hold on,
the
Dave.
first Hoover.
Dave, hold on.
Yeah,
I don't
go
mean
ahead,
to
Miss
cut you
Lady.
off.
Go ahead. I'm gonna be the only one talking. Go ahead.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. Now listen, how are you getting Hoover if you're not going no contact?
No, Miss Lady, because my problem is I've been married to my narc for 13 years this last September, okay? And she's a master manipulator. She's real good at what she does. Like, it's insane. When I realized what a narcissist was, and I started to get really into this stuff, I started posting my own videos on YouTube. And I'm not gonna promote my own channel or nothing like that, because my channel ain't nothing. But I put about 9 videos out, and it was about stuff like gaslighting and cognitive dissonance. Because I think one of the things that we don't talk about is cognitive dissonance, and that's very important. And I wrap my mind around it real quick. These people are crazy. And to get back to the Hoover, it's just like Hario talks about. She used personal crises in order to try to Hoover me. So it was like, when I called her out on her stuff, I had her deadlocked. I had her dead to rights. And then as soon as she could, it was like, well, we're having a problem with your oldest son. You need to talk to me, because we need to get together. We need to handle this. He's going through some stuff. Isn't this great? Isn't this great how we can talk like this? Did you see what just happened? We were able to communicate. We were able to help him navigate through this problem. And I shut it down. I was like, I'm going to tell you, I will talk to you anytime it has to do with the kids. I said, any other time, I don't want nothing to do with you. And after that, she tried to communicate and Hoover me a couple more times, talking about, from the bottom of my heart, I just don't want it to be like this between us. And I shut it down. But when it came to my youngest son, and it was his grades and it was his behavior, I admit, y'all, I caved. And for about a month, I gave into the Hoover. This was in November. And she started coming at me like at my birthday and at Christmas, trying to give me unwanted, unsolicited, unasked for gifts. And by Christmas, I'd had enough. I said, we're not in that place. You don't need to be giving me gifts. I said, we're not even a mile from a place where you should be trying to give me gifts. I said, we're not there. I said, you know what you did. And every time I reject her, she retreats for a couple of weeks, and then she comes back with a Hoover. She just hit me with another Hoover less than a week ago, and she said basically that I need to have a fake, plastic, phony friendship with her, because if I don't, It's going to compromise what's left of the children's it's going to compromise what's left of their childhood, and moving into the future, it's going to compromise their future. So it's not bad enough that she inflicted all the pain that she has on these kids with walking out on us, the cheating, the lying, the breaking up of the home, them having to live through selling our family home and moving into separate apartments and having some other dude around already that's playing father to them. That's not the real damage. The real damage is, unless I have a fake, plastic, phony relationship with her, that's what's going to cause the real damage. That's what she's trying to sell to me right now. Like, unless you acquiesce to me and have a fake, phony, plastic friendship with me, it's going to ruin their childhood. It's going to warp them into the future. And I'm like, really? Like, haven't you already done all the damage that you could do to these kids? You already packed a bag and walked out on their daddy. You already lied and cheated. You already came back and asked for a divorce. You already made them live through moving into separate apartments, selling our family home. You put them through fighting, through all this nonsense and crazy making. But it's not me. I mean, it's not her. It's me, because I don't want a fake, phony, plastic relationship with her. It's me who's ruining their their childhood. So
Dave.
Sorry, I know it's long-winded.
Dave.
It's crazy making. It's crazy making, just like Ariel said. It's crazy making. Like, you can't wrap your mind around this. You can't write this stuff in a script.
Hario.
Huh?
So speak on it, ladies. I know you're very intelligent. Y'all got something to say.
Go ahead.
Hold on, wait a minute. First of all, like I said the first time about the no contact, you can get a third party. You can get a third party.
Me and the narc?
You can get a third party.
No, check this out. Two weeks ago.
It's no excuse.
Okay, so you know what righteous indignation is, right? Righteous indignation is where you feel justified for calling the narc out for what they've done. You've taken the back seat. You've endured 13 years of abuse. You've endured 13 years of laying down and acquiescing and taking them for what they are, right? So after a while, you get tired. So just like my favorite life coach said, for about 7 months now, I haven't taken my foot off the narc's neck. I've been calling her to the carpet. I've been like, look, you lied, you cheated, I got you dead to rights. For 7 months now, I've been coming at her dead to rights, right? Well, this is the problem, is they want to talk about the Hoover. The Hoover only works when you kind of subtly sulk away and you're like, oh, I'm so sorry. And you kind of go into the background. And then, that gives an opportunity for them to Hoover. My Hoovers haven't been normal because I've been on the offensive. I haven't taken my foot off her neck for like 7 or 8 months. So like she's kind of going through like a combination of, she wants to Hoover me, but she doesn't feel comfortable because I'm on the offensive. I'm finally standing up for myself. So she goes through these phases where she wants to Hoover me, but she's so busy defending herself and everything she's done. It's like she picks her moments where it's like, okay, well, he's kind of backed off for a minute, so maybe I'll try to creep in and Hoover him. And all the videos I've watched, I can't see many examples where the victim of a narcissist goes on the offensive. Most of them feel victimized. They own that victimization. It becomes who they are. And they spend the next 5 years being like, poor me, I can't believe the narcissist took advantage of me. Well, I'm so outraged after 13 years, I've been going on the offensive. So she waits for me to kind of back off from putting my foot on her neck. And all of a sudden she's like, oh, Brother Dave's backed off. There's an opportunity. I can come in here. I can use the kids against him to try to Hoover him. I can use this to try to Hoover him. And it's been this back and forth where I haven't got the romantic Hoover. I haven't got the sexual Hoover. I've got the, oh, you're finally going to take your foot off my neck? Then I suppose would now be a good time to come in and try to Hoover you, because I'm paying what? I'm paying child support. I'm paying alimony, right? There's no court order. I'm doing it because I know that 10 months from now, when we settle this divorce, the judge is going to come in and they're going to, Mr. Sanders, you owe back alimony. You owe
Dave,
back
can I stop you right there?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead, Miss Lady. I'm just talking
Can I
while y'all
stop you
allow me to
right there?
talk. I got a
Can I
lot to
stop you
say.
right there? I got you. But you got yourself stuck. I'm gonna be honest. You still
Yes.
allowing yourself
Yes.
to ruminate.
Yes.
You still allowing yourself to ruminate and try to
Yes.
figure it out. Stop trying
Oh
to
yeah,
think
I ruminate
for her.
every day. I
Let me-
ruminate
can I-
every
can I-
day.
can I got you. And that's okay. Nothing's wrong with that. That's okay. That's a part of the process. But you got to get yourself out of that cycle. Because when you get back in, it feels so good. Because they know what they're doing. But when you still trying to think for her and figure it out, and like you just said, oh, she's trying to do it now because I'm doing this now. No, she's still doing the same thing. You the one still trying to figure it out and do something different. They don't change. She's not changing.
I believe we gotta outthink these narcissists, because if we don't,
you don't have to outthink them. You got to get away from them. You can't outthink them because they're in their world and they're gonna pull you right back into their world.
Excellent.
And as a woman, she knows how to pull back. Yeah, go ahead.
if we're not supposed to contemplate how they operate, how they think, how they do the twisted, messed up stuff that they do, let me tell you something, Miss Lady. What's the point of any of these channels? If we're not supposed to get inside
trying to figure it out.
Because
we're not trying
the
to
best,
figure it out. We're understanding what they are.
Any NFL coach will tell you that the best defense is a good offense. So if you don't know how the Kansas City Chiefs operate their offense, right? How are the Buccaneers supposed to prepare for the Super Bowl, right? If they know nothing about the other team's offense, they can't.
When you do that, when you're saying that, that's saying you want to be in the pig pen and you want to figure it out and kind of figure out how to control it. When we talk on these channels, it's not about controlling it. It's about understanding it to get out. It's about understanding it to get out. We don't get in that pig pen and play and try to figure out how they're thinking and let's figure it out. That's two different things when you're dealing with a narc. Because if you get in that pig pen, you'll keep ruminating. You'll still be ruminating.
But these narcs thrive on ignorance. So as long as we are ignorant to the way that we operate, the way they operate, they're going to rule us. We have to educate ourselves to the way that they think.
Dave, you already know these things. Everything you're telling us, you already know these things. You're playing a game with her. Why don't you set up coaching with Harry O so he can help you get out of that? Because you are still stuck.
Exactly.
Set up coaching with Harry O and get your life back.
Listen, you know something? The thing I look at in a situation like that is that, you know, that's true. He is in a situation where he's not fighting her. She's not fighting with just herself. She done already took it to the next level. She's like, okay, he stopped. He done cut me off, so I don't have the same power over him. But I got these kids. Not going to deny he adores these kids. He will give his left arm for these kids. So at the end of the day, when she got that kind of leverage over you, and y'all
leverage, brother, talk about it, preach it.
Y'all haven't gone to court yet, so you don't know what that situation going to turn into. So right now, he like, look, man, I still want to see my children.
Hell yes.
So I gotta kind of go along with some of this craziness in order to see my children. But I'm gonna say this because I went through that. I had to get that whole process started myself.
Yes, sir.
With pushing that child support and everything. I had to go and them to get started. Because I just said, well, look, I can't file child support against myself. So what I tried to do was ask for visitation. And they said, well, you can't have visitation if there's no support order in place. So I started the child support order right there myself. And we got to move it because at the end of the day, she's going to play that. She's going to play you completely out. That you're going to lose because you're emotionally attached to those children, and there's nothing you can do to stop that attachment right there.
Yeah,
you're not going to be able to stop that attachment. So at the end of the day, you got to let that one go. You got to say, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead down this courthouse, or I'm going to go ahead and start this at this courthouse because I'm just not going to be a victim here and keep going through this hover whenever you feel like being nice. Because I promise you, anything she says is, and everything she says is an absolute lie.
Hell yeah.
Anything consistent, it's just going to be somebody using your children against you the entire time. So, just having said that, bruh, call that lawyer or just go down to the courthouse yourself and start the process, because communicating with her, she done told you either you're going to have a make pretend relationship with me or you're not going to see your children.
Yep.
So at that point, you like, okay, I'm going to have to do what she says because I want to.
So good.
So I want to see my children. So that's your only option right there, bro.
So Hario, one thing I want to talk about is all these people that come on these channels. A lot of them don't know what it's like when there's kids involved. I know you do, because I've been watching your channel for about a year now.
I've been in that hot seat. I know exactly what it is.
And I looked into my options, and a lot of us go into this fight and we think, oh, we got ammunition. We got X, Y, Z on the narc. But when we start to really look into our legal options, I live in the state of California. So my number one defense was, well, I can prove infidelity. Well, guess what? In the state of California, they do not care. Infidelity is not a crime. Adultery is not a crime. So right off the bat, you got to throw that out.
Guess what?
So then I started looking to self-harm. Do you know what I learned? Because she didn't do self-harm in the presence of the kids, and because she can prove on paper that she's taken therapy since then, that's inadmissible. So that's 2 strikes, right? The last one was drug abuse. Well, guess what? The drug she likes, it's out of her system in 2 or 3 days. So once again, she's got to pass. So do you know what the one mistake I made was? And I want to make this very clear. Way back in June, when it all started, I was so angry over the betrayal, I did the dumbest thing I could have done. The narc cut me off from any person-to-person interaction. She cut me off from any verbal face-to-face interaction. So the only option I had to voice the anger that I felt from my betrayal was what? Text messages and emails. Do you know what is admissible in the state of California? Text messages and emails. So all this professional victim has to do is go into court, put on the performance, play the role of the victim with the covert narc, professional victim, shed some crocodile tears, and say, "Look, Your Honor, I have all these text messages showing how angry he is, and guess what? In the eyes of the judge, it makes me look like a hostile, angry person who is verbally and emotionally abusive, and she can walk away with whatever court ruling she wants." It's just like you said, these narcs back you into a corner, and even if you were good for 13 years and you acquiesced to whatever they wanted for 13 years, the moment that you put your foot down and you create a deep narcissistic injury, they immediately begin to document everything that you've done, and they will use it against you. And I'm sorry, here in California, you are going to lose, because all the evidence you have is circumstantial. All they have to do is show that judge that you were angry that they cheated and that you sent them 4 or 5 months of angry text messages, which any man would when he found out his wife had done the things my wife did. And they're going to go, "See, Your Honor, he's angry, he's combative, he is hostile. And because all your evidence is circumstantial, I'm sorry, it sounds dramatic, they'll throw it out of court. They'll say, okay, she's the female. I'm sorry, ladies. On these text messages, he appears to be angry. He appears to be verbally abusive. They don't look at the fact that I have a right. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be angry. I have a right after 13 years of marriage to be ang I provided for my family for 13 years. I never cheated in 13 years. I never raised a hand to her or my kids in 13 years. But all she's going to show the judge is, look, Your Honor, during these last 4 or 5 months, he was angry. He's unstable. He's verbally abusive. And it will go down that quick. 13 years of good deeds gets washed away by 4 months of angry text messages. And that's all I got to say.
Hey, Brother Dave, man, thanks for coming in here and sharing your situation, man. I know some people getting some help from that. Definitely appreciate you, bro. And hey,
I feel for you.
Situation, bro, partner. There you go. There you go. All right, Chad.
All right, have a good night.
All right, you too, man. Yeah, so, you know, hey, y'all, at the end of the day, you know, we got to look at, excuse me, we got to look at, you know, you ain't going to beat that legal system. And a narc is so crafty. They're so crafty that, like he said, he was right. A good narc, they know they setting you up. They setting you up the whole time. All the little extra stuff they doing, man, they ain't nothing but the setup. And if you get stuck up in it, gotcha.
They recording you the whole time too. They be recording you too.
They recording everything. They doing everything they can do to.
But you gotta beat them at their game.
Yeah, only way that you're gonna beat them at their game is that cutoff. That cutoff game got to be strong.
Yeah.
You got to. I got boundaries because that cutoff. If your cutoff game ain't strong, and you want to play that back and forth, you lose. That's how you know you lost. When you still going back and forth with them, that's how you know. That's a sure sign, people. You lost if you still going back and forth with them. If they got you in a situation where you still, you know, if you're in a situation where you have to talk to them, I'm against that. Okay, let me start off by saying that I'm against all that communication. Yeah, I know you got young children. So what? Lava, you said it earlier. Man, get a mediator. Find a mediator. When you get serious about cutting them off, they know it. Know you're serious. But as long as you're still kind of working with them, then they know you still feel sorry for them. And they're still going to dog you.
Dog is the word.
It's not going to stop, y'all. If you still dealing with them, if you still got that door cracked open for them, they're coming back through it.
No, lock that window, close that door.
There you go. There it is. Hey, Tanya, thanks for the super chat, Tanya. Tanya said the quicker you get that divorce, the quicker you can deal with her through the courts. There you go, man. Let the court handle that. Okay? Whatever it's gonna be, it's gonna be. Okay, you gotta pay, bro. You gotta pay child support. Pay it through the court. Okay, get your visitation and be done with that. Because if you're trying to negotiate with the narc, you lose. You guaranteed you lost. They will never agree to anything that benefits you. Okay? A narcissist is never going to agree to do anything, especially legally. And even if they agree to do it, they're not going to do it. Okay? There you have it. I thought we were going to finish that polygamy talk, but we get.
I know.
That was good.
We was talking. I thought, look, and Remy, the girl's name was Remy who came in here. I thought it was the other girl who came in here with us, but Remy, she didn't want to come in. She didn't want to talk about it. You know,
okay,
I was waiting for her to say that. Me too. I was.
I was confused.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna come in here and help us finish that off.
That's why it didn't make sense.
Yeah, she was like, "No, I didn't go with it," and I was like,
"Hey, Harry O,
Yeah.
You know what Kevin would have did?
Ah! Hey, that's a different show.
Look, whoop, he would have been like, "That's not what we're talking about."
Right? We're talking about polygamy, okay? But you know what? So I almost said it. Chanel was saying, my fault. Chanel was saying how, that was a lifestyle for people that were trying to build wealth. That was a way of people building wealth, because it would be like, okay, if all of the women, let's say it was one guy and 5 women, and they all had children. So one of the women would stay home with the children while everybody else went to work. And then they would take all of their money and they would put their money together so that they could either start a bigger business, or so that they could take their money and leverage it so that, they could, I guess, make a lot of money. I don't think that it's a good enough idea for most people, because
no way.
Most people just can't, I think most people look at it as just a sexual thing. But honestly, I don't think that one guy could live. I don't understand how one guy could live with 5 women. Okay, I don't even understand that. You got 5 women together and you intimate with all of them, man. Hey, good luck.
You know what I say about that? I'm not even gonna say it.
What you said about that? But not only that, it's like, that dude got to be a master performer, because you got 5 women that you're dealing with that you might have to deal with every day, or at least every other day, intimately. That's a lot of work right there. That's a lot of work.
So Monday, he with Chanel, but Monday I'm feeling a little sexy. Hey,
I'm saying,
I gotta wait till Sunday because Monday is her day.
That's man.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you get that rotation? And that's a whole lot going on. That's a whole lot going on right there. I don't know how. I don't know how they going. They work that out. But it's some people that's still doing it. It's some people still. Maybe in a smaller circle. Maybe if it was just 2 people. They can handle something like that. But
what you mean 2 people? What you mean 2 people? What you mean?
I'm backing out of that. I'm backing all the way out of that, because I ain't going at it at all. I already know how Lava will bust somebody in the head already. Lava will bust. You want to do what? Huh? What you want to do? You what? In my house? No, we not. Man, you gonna give some dude a hard way to go. He coming in saying that to you, boy.
I got hands. I got hands.
I hear you. Hey, y'all. We done did an hour. I said we was gonna do an hour tonight. What happened, y'all? This thing be getting.
We always go over. It's all right. It's all good. Where Dwayne?
Dwayne, he had to work late tonight, y'all. He had to work late. He said he'd be back next week, but tonight he had to do some overtime. So he don't want to be out there. I would
love to hear his view on that polygamy part, because I can't determine it yet. I can't determine it if it's narcissism or not. I gotta.
Yeah, I can't, because it's too open and it's being honest.
There you go. If it's open,
it's not lying. It's not
narcissism. It ain't lying, cheating, stealing.
No, I don't think. No, I think that is just a decision.
It is.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
It is. That's basically
that I won't ever.
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 I'm staying on the side. Y'all. Hey, well, look, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out tonight. with the panel up in here. The ladies rock the house as usual. You
Come
know,
on, Chanel. Come on, boo.
even though y'all still on the fence
then-
of polygamy, y'all still on the fence. We're gonna have to
we have to come back to that. Like after we research it and kind of
Yeah.
So we
Yeah, I'm
gonna-
gonna read about it. But I mean, I
we gotta
already
talk
know
about that
wouldn't- I
offline.
wouldn't.
We have to discuss this a little bit deeper.
We gotta go raw. There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna see y'all Friday night for the happy hour. And thank y'all for hanging out tonight. Hey, Sheena, we working on skits again. Everybody, look, I got sick, then Lava got sick. Now
Wanda.
Wanda got COVID. So that's the only thing we're trying to get everybody, the situation where everybody is feeling better. But we got me and Lava, so we're gonna shoot this week. Got a new camera crew. So we are going to shoot this week. We gonna have something out for y'all this weekend. Cool. Something coming soon.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be sexy too, y'all.
There you go. There you go. We coming with it. All right. Good night, y'all. See y'all Friday night. Happy hour.